What's going on, guys? It is your boy Joeltfd here. Welcome back again with a brand new review for you guys today. Today we're finally doing the season 2 review of The Punisher. And man, do I gotta tell you right now, this season actually was so good, honestly. It was so fire. It was gas. Before we head straight into it, just want to say really quickly, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It will really mean a lot if you guys come and reach that goal. But we're also very close to hitting 850 subscribers. So if you're new and haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. Anywho, let's head straight into this Punisher season 2 review. Man, there's a lot of things I would say, honestly, but I don't know how long this video is going to be, so I apologize if it ends up being short, even though I have a lot of things to say. Oh man, first things first, I gotta say really quickly, I did enjoy this season a lot, honestly. I really did. I really liked how the build-up was and everything like that. I will admit though, I had to take a little bit of a pause in the middle of the season, to be honest, just because Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man came out. I still gotta upload that review, which is gonna go up next week, and also Invincible. They dropped like 3 episodes. Well, so Spider-Man dropped like 5 already, but by the time you guys see this, it's already in episode 8, I'm pretty sure. And then Invincible dropped 3, and then there's gonna be another episode by the time you guys see this, so I definitely had to catch up with those, obviously, too, and everything, and it was kind of difficult for me to kind of balance this out too. So I'm just kind of getting rid of this show right away, because by the time you guys see this, it will be Thursday. I'm currently right now editing the first episode review that is gonna go up on Monday. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of videos to kind of catch up on, honestly, so definitely stay tuned for that Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man review and also the Invincible review. But because of those shows, I had to take a little bit of a break in the middle of the season, so I kind of was a little bit off in some type of way when it came to this season, but I still enjoyed it, honestly. I really did. I think the only like bad things that I didn't really like about the season was I felt like the whole thing with Amy, you know, it kind of didn't really make sense at first for me personally until they brought up the Chicago kids, and then I kind of didn't know why. I was still kind of confused of why they were chasing her down, but maybe they did address it and I probably forgot, you know. Again, I took like a little mid-season break, honestly, so I kind of was like lost a little bit, but I kind of had to put 2 to 2 together for me personally, because I was like, oh, so the reason why that she's running away is because like they're trying to finish the job with the Chicago kids basically, and Amy was like her like friends basically, so she was kind of like the only one alive that knew about what happened, so they were trying to finish the job by killing her off also, because she made it seem like in the whole like beginning of the season, you know, she was kind of hiding something very important to them, you know, in some type of way, which kind of makes sense now thinking about it, but like I was just kind of like expecting a little bit more, if that makes sense, and I guess that's why I was kind of like disappointed with how that went, you know. I would say too, Madani was also kind of annoying in the beginning of the season. She kind of grew on me like a little bit around episode 8, I would say. It was like around the time when she basically, I think, went to the doctor, pretty much, Dermot, basically like started talking with her, you know. I think that was around episode 8 or 9. I'm not 100% sure, but it definitely was like in the back end of the season, you know, when I started kind of liking her a little bit, you know. I just thought she was kind of annoying because she was all like, yeah, we need to finish Billy right now, and it was just kind of annoying kind of like seeing that, you know, in some type of way, but I kind of understand her pain when it comes to that, you know. Another thing too, and maybe this is just me personally, because I actually did enjoy it like at the end of the season, you know, it kind of was a nice one, but I wish that the whole thing with Billy and also with John kind of intertwined a little bit in some type of way to give it like a nice ending. I like the ending, don't get me wrong, but I just felt like it definitely was a little bit like ending one villain off and then another just to end the season, you know, to not keep it hanging, if that makes sense, which kind of makes sense, you know, because I think around this time, you know, they were canceling all the Netflix shows, and again, I wasn't there at the time. This is my first time ever watching these, so I was very like not confused, but like I understand what they were doing, but I just felt like they definitely should have made it a little bit more smoothing, you know, in some type of way through the ending, like maybe combining the 2 stories in some type of way. But I guess in a way, I know that they were trying to end both of them off and give them their right proper ending, if that makes sense. I think that's like my only like negatives about the season, to be honest, but positives now. I really enjoyed the plot. I really did, honestly. John was such an amazing character. I really liked his character. At first, it was kind of like getting used to knowing him, you know. I felt like they didn't really show too much of him. I think that's another thing I didn't really like, you know, because like obviously we got the background story and everything, but I felt like the whole thing with the parents, you know, like them kind of keeping up their name and everything was just something that came a little too later, if that makes sense. I felt like it should have definitely became a little bit like sooner, if that makes sense, and like trying to like get more puzzles into it, you know. I feel like they kind of gave it too much in the ending, that they had to kind of wrap it up quickly, if that makes sense. I would say maybe like in the middle of the season when they found out they were getting canceled, so they decided to had to wrap it up really quickly, you know. I don't know. Again, I don't know when the timing of the cancellation and how the show was running at the same time, so I'm just assuming at this point. But I really did like John's character, honestly. I definitely felt like they could have gone a little bit more deeper with him, honestly. I feel like he was definitely like branched off, you know. Another thing too that I really liked was Billy's character. I thought he was actually really amazing too in this season. I would say though, I feel like they kind of made him a little bit, like they kind of nerfed him a little bit, I would say. He was still badass, don't get me wrong. He did his thing, he did his shit, but I felt like he definitely held back a lot of the times. I thought it was actually pretty cool in some type of way, because like, you know, he's trying to control himself, especially with the whole thing that has been going on with his head and everything. But I feel like he definitely should have done more, you know, in some type of way. But I really did like it. Castle though, bro, Castle freaking went in this season. I really liked it. I feel like we didn't get enough action with Castle though, but the action was satisfying enough, honestly, which I really did like. But I just felt like we could have gotten a little bit more, you know. I don't know, that's just me personally. I really like this season a lot, man. But it ain't a Joeltfd review if I ain't sipping on someone, because damn. Bro, Dermount, bro. She is like the most finest Netflix character when it comes to the Defenders. I have chef's kiss, bro. Oh my gosh, she is so fine. Okay, I'm sorry, but my cat's just licking herself right now. Bro, oh my gosh, she's so fine. I'm sorry, but like, just every scene with her too, like, fineness aside, she did amazing, honestly. I really liked her character a lot, honestly. It's crazy that she died the same exact way that her dad died, you know? Well, not, she didn't die, actually. She just got injured, but she, like, fell exactly how her dad fell out of the window, and it was kind of crazy to see like that parallel, you know. It was definitely crazy. I really did like that, honestly. I think that was the most surprising out of this whole season, to be honest. The way I was like, oh, I thought that was so freaking crazy, honestly, and cool about the parallel, you know. So I was kind of very shocked and astonished about that. Man, it's just that whole thing in general was freaking crazy, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, Dermount, she can get it. If let me know if she married or not. If she not, then come my way, baby girl. Oh, another character too that I really liked was Curtis. I thought Curtis was actually a good additional character, you know. He was kind of like that, like, middle ground, you know. Like, he knew when he had to do, but then he knew when to stop, you know. And I kind of like that moment where he kind of kept going, but he decided that, like, wait, maybe I should, like, really reconsider this. And he did that at the end with David and everything when they kidnapped him. He decided to give him to Mahomie and everything, and he just decided that this is the right thing to do, which I really like too, honestly. I really like Curtis's character a lot. I really did. I think all of the characters really did great this season, honestly. Again, I just felt like some characters were annoying at first, but then they grew on me during the season, and then they also, this whole season was actually just a gem, honestly, and I like it. I do like it a lot. I would say though that I do like the season, but I still prefer season 1 a little bit more, and I think it has to do with the action. Honestly, the action in this season is cool, don't get me wrong. I really liked it. It felt really satisfying, you know. I left satisfied, but I generally felt like we needed a little bit more, you know. That first season I don't think will get topped, honestly, with season 2. But that is going to be the end of my Punisher season 2 review. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. Next up is the final show that I have to watch before Born Again, which is Jessica Jones season 3. Very, very curious about that season, honestly. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, make sure you hit the button to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Peace out, guys. To enjoy your given day, make every day an awesome day. Everyone stay positive, be positive. You guys already know to have a positive mindset. Peace.